Hi, you're welcome to this video wherein we'll be showcasing how the admin panel of a transportation truck software works. So, right in front of you that you can see is the dashboard, which is the admin dashboard. Over here, you can see a lot of small statistics which are very important for the admin to monitor when he or she is running a truck dispatching and logistics business. Over here, the admin can check the total number of carriers, shippers, agents, supervisors, and many other parties who are involved in the business. Right below that, there is a section which explains the truck types usage in percentage. It basically shows the types of trucks and their occupancies and their capacities. Along with that, we can also see the city-wise usage, which is also distributed into percentages. Beside that is a pie chart which shows the booking analytics of the completed, cancelled by customers and cancelled by the system transportation jobs. All this helps an admin to keep a check on how the business analytics are going. Up next on the admin dashboard, the menu says Users Management, under which there are shippers, carriers, and users. When the admin clicks on Shippers panel, the shippers screen basically shows all the registered shippers, and along with that are displayed their contact details, whether they are a company or they are an individual shipper, their contact detail, their gender, their other details like date of birth, and what is the status, whether they are active, whether they are actively shipping with us or not, and whether they are a verified user shipper on this trucking software. To view more details, the admin can also click the view button, and he or she can view more details like the company's name, the company's address, the VAT number, and also download and check the company certificate attachment. There's also an option to basically block the shipper in case there's any issue. Up next in the users management comes the carriers. Here the names of carriers are listed along with the type category, which is the company driver or an individual carrier. There are also other details like the email, phone number, and gender of the person. And again, the same thing, the admin can also perform the operation of whether the status is active or not, whether verification of this particular carrier is done or not, and can view more details about the same. The truck info of the carrier along with the truck details. This individual can also again be either blocked. The vehicle document PDFs are also listed over here. Admin can take a quick view. Under the users management comes the other users. These users can be the people who have registered as a user, their email address, their phone details, their gender, where do they belong to, and what is their role, when was the last time that they logged in. The admin has the full right to control. He can also delete, he can also add the user, he can also edit the details of the user. The next module in the admin panel of a truck transportation software is the truck management. Under the same menu, there are 4 different sub-menus which include trucks, truck types, segment group, and load types. So we will begin with the trucks. In the sub-menu trucks, there are the types of trucks that are registered on this software and the trucks that are used for daily shipments. The type of truck, the carrier names, and make, that is the manufacturer, the models, the conditions, and various other information about the vehicle and vehicle's health, maximum weight or capacity of the truck, and maximum capacity of the truck to carry the goods, along with if any twist locks are available, what's the vehicle weight. Again, the admin has full rights to either keep the vehicles available or not available on the platform. There's also a search bar in order to look for a particular truck that is available on the platform. The second sub-menu under truck management is the truck types. Over here, the admin can view directly the types of trucks that are available. and the names of the same are available in English as well as Arabic over here. What's the code of that particular shipment vehicle, what are the icons, and if there's any initial fee within the city shipment fee, if there's more fee for the city border that has been crossed, what is the base fee, point fee, if there are any free loading hours, what are the extra charges, and if there are any pre-purchase loading hourly charge. So all these details can be directly controlled and managed by the admin from the truck types submenu. There are booking limits, there are offloading hourly charges also. Another important aspect in the truck types is the city correction. So if there's a city change that the truck crosses while making its shipment delivery, there will be a minus or a plus. That means there can be an addition or a subtraction in the base fare or in the fee for the delivery being taking place. So admin can basically take complete control over the rates. He can add the cities for origin and destination, and accordingly he can set the correctional rates. After hitting save, all these reflect directly in the front end of the software and application. The next sub-menu under truck management is the segment group. So over here, the admin can basically make a group. Example, as you can see, tanker, and then he can add the group variants also. He can make these groups on the basis of types. These types can either be a selection, a number, or a text box. The last submenu under truck management on the admin panel is load types. This load types is basically the types of goods being transferred in the shipment. It can be either ceramic, it can be cars or vehicles, it can be tankers, or it can be logs or pieces of wood. These can be very delicate electric materials. These can also be animals or perishable food items. So according to that, the admin can set the base charge, and however more delicate the item is, the charges can be higher, and vice versa. Admin can edit and delete both the things. He can perform any operations that he wants to according to the types of goods being transited. There's also a search bar in order to look for a particular item. The next module on this truck transportation menu is the bookings. So the admin can basically click on bookings and check out every single booking that has been made on this platform. So there are several ways that the bookings can be checked, and apart from all the details that are already available on the dashboard, the most unique feature and the most helpful feature on this sub-menu is the filters. So there is a date range filter, there is an origin city and destination city filter, and there is a status filter, which is whether the booking status is cancelled or completed or still in transit. So according to that, the admin can basically check out or filter out any particular booking that he's looking for. By clicking the I button, the admin can basically view the in-depth detail about the bookings. So this includes the from and to, that is the pickup and drop off location of the goods, what was the pickup date and time, as well as the delivery date and time. Below that is the truck type detail. What was the type of truck, who was the manufacturer of this truck, what was the model of the truck. So every single detail is mentioned over here. What was the code of that particular delivery or that particular truck. The shipper details contain the customer's name, the customer's mobile number, if there are any documents that the shipper has uploaded. The margin details is basically the breakdown of the fare, and this includes the VAT tax, the invoice shipper prices, the driver payout. Again, the fare details are also given in a particular breakdown. Whether the mode of payment was in cash or was it online via card, that detail is also mentioned over here. The truck details contain the load type, the load height, what were the extra loading charges, fees, details like that. Location details are also given. The trip summary, that is the tracking status that was provided to the customer by the driver's end and the shipper's end, is also mentioned. And lastly, the ratings section is also mentioned here for the overall feedback that the shipper and the driver had during the entire transit. Next menu, which is very important for an admin to go through in the truck management and logistics management software, is the pricing factors. So under pricing factors, there are 4 different sub-menus. These are all basically going to affect the way the fare or the fee of the shipment will be decided. So let's go through them one by one. So when the admin clicks on pricing factors, the 4 sub-menus appear. And within those 4 sub-menus, the first is seasons. In seasons, there are many factors that play a very important role. So it can be the availability of drivers, availability of trucks, or the amount of traffic that is there on the roads. So the admin can have the right to create a season, say for example the season during Eid or the season during another festival or a national holiday, and he or she can also select the dates that the season will be prevalent, and then the special charges that will be applied on any shipment which will take place on those mentioned dates. Also, the cities which will get affected with that particular season can be changed or managed from here. So that's how the seasons aspect in the pricing factor works. Next submenu is the payload dimension. So the amount or the quantity of goods being transported in the shipment play an important role. So say more than 2 meters or less than 2 meters of logs of wood or electrical wires, or maybe animals that are being transported, how many animals are there, or the total weight of those animals. So all of these factors can play an important role in how the base fare will be charged. The admin also has the right to select the cities, and he can also predefine the fares. So the names of the cities along with the codes and regions that they belong to are mentioned over here. Now there are some peak hours which you can see in front of you in the calendar. So the admin can differ the prices according to the peak hours and the estimated deliveries if they are taking place within the mentioned hours. According to that, the traffic hours, that is the basic office logout hours or the namaz timings of every day, also play an important role in how the pricing takes place for these shipments. There's a map that you can see on your screen. This is the city-wide map, and the admin has the right to create or pinpoint the city fence. So the prices can also be decided as per the cities. It depends on the fuel or gas or petrol or diesel charges, oil charges. Another submenu under the pricing factors is the zone. So this is the zone in which a particular area or a particular city lies in. So the admin can create zones, and any shipment that takes place between 2 different zones or the truck has to cross the zone borders, the prices can differ accordingly. These are all predefined prices. Admin can create a new zone by clicking the plus sign. He can name the zone accordingly, what is the type of that zone, and can also mention the charges over there. There are 2 more aspects in the zone submenu of pricing factors. So the admin can take a close view on agent zones map view. By clicking on that button, the agents have marked the zones. So admin can basically target similar areas. By going back on the zone, there's another button which says booking zones map view. This button basically helps the admin to check out what are the zones that the maximum bookings come from. Next menu that the admin has to look into when it comes to the truck transportation logistics software is the reports. So over here the admin can generate or check out reports. These are the shipper ratings. So overall, which shipper has got how many ratings and reviews, the carrier ratings, if there's any particular feedback for them, that is also displayed over here, and also any kind of address changes that have taken place for the pickups or drop locations. Those all changes are also put over here along with the action whether the changes were approved or not. After the reports menu comes the push notifications. So these are the mass notifications that are sent via the application. So the admin can send this to both the customers and the drivers. The title and the body message can be edited from here. Also, to whom it is to be sent can also be changed. Under the referral management menu, the admin can check the referral reports. Who was the one who referred and what was the employee ID, the code. There are also some filters that can help the admin to check the referral report details. Similarly, the submenu of salesman and brokers under referral management has all the details of the salesman who are associated with the platform. Next is the knowledge base menu. This knowledge base are basically the copybook answers that the support team can answer when there's a bug or a feedback or a query that the customers have asked by filling the form. Admin has complete control over this, so if there are any changes that in the answers that are supposed to be given to the customers, the admin can directly change them from here. Next very important module on this admin panel is the configuration. So both the configurations can be handled over here, be it the system configurations, which includes the scheduled booking hours, the VAT, the premium fees, the RPKM offers, and how much should be the driver request duration before they accept the request. Even the FCM key and the Google Map key can be directly edited from this particular menu in the admin panel. The email settings, so if there are any mass emails to be sent, those emails can be sent from here. And of course, the database is very important for privacy, so admin can take that database backup from here. Application configuration involves the version upgrades. So the version upgrades can be for both Android and iOS, and also for all the users, that is the carriers as well as the customers, and whether or not it is a compulsory update or an optional update. Admin can also enable the maintenance mode from this particular menu. Lastly, settings. So these are just basic break types that any carrier can put, and the alerts, if there are any particular alert notifications that go to the shippers, to the carriers, to drivers, customers, all of those can be set from here. So this is the main operation screen that the admin can view, and this operation screen is basically an overview of what is going on in which city. It's all one and stop solution. So over here on the left hand side, there are statistics for the FMCO online, how many open alerts are there, how many trucks are online as of now, and how many trucks are on the job completing a particular delivery in transit. The center shows the map, which is a map view of how many transits are actually happening right now. On the right hand side, the statistics show the scheduled jobs, that means the transits that are yet to start and any pending jobs. The DI demand indicators show how many trucks are online in particular cities, like as of now we can see Riyadh, Jeddah and Dammam. So to confirm the same, the admin can zoom in and zoom out on the map, and he can check the status of the deliveries taking place. On the left hand side, there is the star performer or the driver who's been performing really well, getting the best ratings for on-time delivery. And also on the left bottom, there is a notice board which can help the admin to display any notice for all the users of his platform. To run a business, it is very important that the owner himself or herself is aware of every single figure. So this screen is to help the truck application and the transport application owner to understand how his business is doing. So on the screen, there are a lot of useful statistics. So we can start with looking at, first of all, the total jobs, the online total jobs, and the pending versus scheduled job comparisons that the company or the business has achieved. Also, there are bifurcations in the filters. So all the truck information according to zones, according to cities, or even according to the status. These filters can be used by the admin to check where are the in transit or how successfully the drivers are delivering. Also, there are three very important columns in the colors that you can see in front of you, which is the demand, status, and performance. So these figures are basically very important. When it comes to the segments are related to what type of delivery or the delivered item is. So it can be a flatbed, a heavy reefer, a heavy fixed side, open side. It can be a heavy box. It can be a heavy curtain, heavy tanker, heavy cement bulker. So what are the types of segments? According to that, what is their total scheduled demand? Also, what is the status of all these transit items? Whether the status is scheduled, whether the status is pending to be assigned, is it still in transit, is it closed, is it rejected by driver or rejected by customer at the end moment. The blue column helps the admin to understand what are the pending versus scheduled figures for every segment, along with the CSV, CCV and CHV schedules. Also the logout number of jobs, the average waiting time, and what is the average segment weight of every transit. So the admin can understand and probably change or modify the operations to optimize the business revenue and the business scale. Now that you have explored all the panels and applications that are associated in a transportation truck platform, and if you are intrigued in making one such platform for your business, immediately reach out to the experts at aPurple and get your project started today.
So guys, this is all about the core features of our platform truck transportations. Other than that, there are many advanced features like fleet management system for transport industry, wallet management, account management, report and invoice system, and many more. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Please get in touch with us to discuss more in a brief.